Yo dog, I heard you like mob spawning, so I got some mob spawning on your mob spawning, so you could have mobs. Fuck, this joke just fucking sucked. Yeah, it's fucking working. You wanna know what I did? I completely redesigned the whole fucking thing. Let's fly up there and let's see what's happening. Fly, you bastard! Thank God. And you're thinking, wow, it's so small. How'd you do that? Ha ha ha! Yeah, that's just my magical powers. It's just, you know, it's all elite. So yeah, that's the let's play for you guys. See you later. No, actually, it's Shut up about a new build of Craft Bucket. Go fuck yourself. That new build of Craft Bucket will come up and will say, oh, now you need to use Minecraft 1.3.2. Well, I won't want to use 1.3.2. I'm happy with 1.3.1, motherfucker. So I'm sticking to that. Now, anyways, back to the mob spawning. You want to know what I did? Well, it's actually completely different inside. God mode. Just so I can show you. I'm not God moding to cheat. That's how it's working. It's working with 1.5 million bloody spawners. I thought, well, fuck the thing. If it's not going to work right, I'm just going to bloody use mob boxes. So, yeah, that works damned well. Just look at the bloody things. I have had this running for a little bit. A bunch of death points from an episode which I completely deleted. Yeah, I made an entire episode which consisted of me building the thing, cutting it down a bit, making it bigger, resizing, reshaping, changing things inside it, experimenting, and it was about an hour worth of footage, and I just said, you know what, fuck the whole thing. I don't want any of it. I'm going to start again from fresh. So, I've been on a couple of SMP servers, messing around with mob spawn designs on them. So, happy birthday to those random servers. You've just got a random bunch of mob spawners all over the place now. And yeah, this is around about the best idea that I could come up with. So let me run you through how it works. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'll tell you about how it's actually a dual purpose mob spawner. We've got the moonwalking skeleton function on it, and that's my favourite one. It's the moonwalking invisible skeleton that you can't kill. That's just like the comedy part of it. Now that there is the XP grinder, because as I said, this is a dual purpose spawner. So you just go up here, you just bash the shit out of these bloody skeletons here, you build up your levels. That's how I'm up at level 32. You just whack them with whatever, just an arrow or a bit of meat. Doesn't matter. You know, I'm just gonna bash them with a bit of zombie flesh, and it kills them. And yeah, 99% of them will die from one hit. About 1% will need 2 hits to kill them, but most of the time it's pretty good. And you can go around the other side and pick up the arrows if you can't reach them. And that's how that works. So let's go inside the thing and look at how it all works. So what I'll do is I will take... Oh yeah, I got a new skin. Do you like my new skin? Actually, it's easier if I just show you like this. So it's pretty cool because she's got like 3D glasses on, and if she's crouching, they disappear. That's pretty cool. Why did I get a new skin? Well, the creeper was getting old, and everyone's got a bloody creeper skin. It's like everyone and your dog's got a creeper skin. It just wasn't original anymore. The idea behind it was a creeper that was smiling, so he was a happy creeper, and that's why he wasn't blowing your shit up. But you know, everyone's done creeper skins to death, so I wanted something that was different. So I've got the girl with 3D glasses that disappear when she's crouching, because she's very interested in what she's looking at, so she's got to take those 3D glasses off because they just ruin the experience of the movie. So what I'm going to do is I'll discuss the whole server situation in a few minutes. I'll go over the mob system first because that's more important. I'll go in this way. So we've got, as you saw, a bunch of mob spawners in there. Now the system used to come out to here, and it used to go, if I come up, it used to be this high. And none of this here existed. That worked great. But then I found myself having a bunch of skeletons and fucking creepers and shit like that popping up around here. Because I totally forgot that mob spawners will just spawn anywhere. They'll spawn in the air, they'll spawn in water, they'll spawn on land. It doesn't matter what it is, they'll just spawn anywhere. And they will spawn, I think it's up to in the 8 blocks around the box. So let's assume that there's a box right on the side of this. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it needs to come out to about here. So these extra 2 blocks are probably actually pretty pointless. But anyways, it needs to be a wall, and I wanted a little bit of leeway just in case my calculations were off. So I made it out to here for a catching area for the things. And I thought, well, I could pump them back into the system again through that way. Then I thought, well, actually, no, what I'm going to do is turn this into a dual-purpose mob spawner. So what I'll do is I'm going to... I'll knock a hole through here. And I'll just put 2 snow blocks back. Alright, I will come up here. And we see we've got... This is where the skeletons go. This is where they get their health knocked down to just 1 hit. So you got 3 signs here. That stops the water just before it goes down. And you've got a mob elevator, or mob elevator as they're called in the trade. So the way they work is it's just alternating water source blocks and signs. So each of these blocks here is just a water source block, and the signs are there to prop it up. So, and as skeletons and stuff go through it, they are programmed to, whenever they're in water, they'll want to swim upwards. Unless, of course, they're trying to track someone, in which they may go down. But generally, they'll just go up. Alright, so the skeletons, as they get caught in this little extra area, so let's say a skeleton by accident doesn't get spawned in there, he gets spawned outside of the area, so he just lands in this water stream. So let's pretend I'm a skeleton. So he gets pushed along here. Now we've got half slabs here and a water stream, and because it's a half slab, you can get pushed up by the water stream. And they come over here, right? And generally they'll figure out, oh yeah, I need to walk. And they'll keep going and going. And eventually they'll just keep getting pushed all the way around until they get to here, where, well, they're in water, so they'll just want to jump up. And then they'll want to jump all the way up here. So they're swimming upwards. They're not going to suffocate or anything, because, you know, as you can see down the bottom, my, you know, my health isn't going down or anything. And as they're up here, they should go back down again. And they'll hurt themselves on the way back down, because they're a bunch of emos. And, yeah, and then they sit down the bottom, waiting for me to go and take their delicious experience orbs. So I'm just going to give myself 2 snow blocks, just to fill in this hole. Not cheating, I'm just filling in the hole that, so that you guys can see what it was. And I can just punch them to death. Sometimes they take 2 hits, sometimes it takes 1. I couldn't get it quite right. It was either they always die, or they 99% of the time they don't die. So I had to go with sometimes taking 2 hits. So that's close enough for me. And if I go at them with a sword, especially a diamond sword, they're going to die first time. So it's nothing to really worry about at all. So I'm going to go off guard, I'm going to go off fly, and I'm going to go over the rules of me being on a server, because as you can tell, I'm on my server now, and you're probably gonna be like, that's his IP address up there, let's go connect to it, guys, oh, let's go on Hellbase server. Well, you're not gonna get anywhere, because you see 192.168.1, that's a local address, that's just in my network, so you're not gonna get anywhere by trying to connect to that. If you don't connect to anything, it's probably just gonna connect to a computer in your household. And you may not even have a computer numbered 6, because most routers start around about 20 to 60, sometimes over 100, so you're not even going to get any computer under 6 unless you've set it statically to that address. And if you don't understand any of this, well, I'm not going to bother simplifying it. I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to get into my server, because as I've already said, it's private. You're not going to get into it at all. Nobody can get into my fucking server. So yeah. this is the massive amounts of drops that I've gotten out of these emo skeletons who keep dropping themselves off. I've more prioritized it towards skeletons. I chose to do a random batch of it, but I put an entire layer of skeleton spawners. So it's around about 1/6 creepers, 1/6 zombies, and 2/3 skeletons, sort of thing. So that seems to be working well, and you can kind of see it in here. There's a lot more bones and arrows than there are zombie flesh and gunpowder, because there's not really much point to zombie flesh other than I need some food badly, so I'll eat some zombie flesh. The zombies are just, it's just hilarious watching them burn. So anyways, the rules of the server, I'm going to go over them right now. So I've set myself some ground rules to keep myself from cheating, per se. Number one, no using the /I command, you know, /I snow block 64 and gives you a 64 stack of snow blocks. No using that command at all, and no /give. So I have to collect my resources legit. It's just not fair if I go around and I'm like, oh, I really need to dig a hole here, so I need a diamond shovel. So let's do /I diamond shovel 64, and I have a 64 stack of diamond shovels. That's just mean. You know, it's not playing the game anymore. That's cheating. So no using that at all. If I can find an exception to it, maybe, but at this stage I'm saying no to all situations. And no /fly. You know, no flying around. That's just not right. That's not how the game was made to be played. That's for creative mode. I'm not playing a creative map. It's a survival map, albeit with mods, but it's a survival map, so no flying around. I will allow myself to do fly if I'm, say, building something huge, like, say, that mob spawner, and I keep falling off and dying, and it's just getting annoying now. I'll fly in those situations, but I'm not going to just straight out go, oh, let's just fly over there now, guys, it'll be fun. No world edit, you know, the /replace and /set, none of those commands. Again, that's not fair, that's cheating. Especially no thinking, oh, I really need to make a big hole in the ground, let's go make a world edit hole in the ground. Oh, I don't like what I've done here, let's do /regen. No, that's not fair, let's not do that either. No /god, so no god mode. Obvious reasons, you know, I'm not going to need to eat if I do /god, and I'm not going to need to heal up, and I'm not going to need armor, so that's not playing the game at all if you're doing /god. And last but not least, as you know, my server has Multiverse, which is a plugin which allows you to have multiple worlds on your server. So if I do /mv list, you can see I've got Dipshit, I've got Skyblock, I've got Anus, I've got LP, and I've got World. So World is my main world on here, which has got like all my cool creations, like my buckshot cannon and that's the only cool creation I've got. There's a lot of other stuff on there, but that's the most interesting one. And you know, these other ones are just like Anus. That's just me. That was me teaching someone how to play Minecraft, so I made a new world for it. And Skyblock, well, everyone knows what that is. I'll go into the other worlds if I want to show off, say, oh, I built this in this other world. I kind of want to build it in the Let's Play world as well now. I'll do it in that situation, but I'm not going to just jump straight in there and be like, yeah, I don't like this Let's Play world anymore. And to be honest, I quite like this world. It's quite a nice environment. You know, we've got a snow biome over here. Over there, we've got sort of an openish snow plains, and we've got kind of a what the fuck? What's that on the map? Mist was here. What the fuck? What did he fucking do over here? Oh my god! For fuck's sake, Mist! Oh my god, he's made a fucking volcano! Why the oh my god. What? What the fuck is this? That little motherfucker. I think I might call it the toilet because it looks kind of like a toilet. Because you got like, that's the seat, and that bit there is just like the pipe where and that would be the whatever it's called, the bit where all the water goes in your toilet. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a plumber. I'm not interested in being a plumber. There's nothing wrong with being a plumber. It's just a matter of that's not what I want to do with myself. And you know what, Mr. fucking skeleton, fucking snow dick? I don't like you anymore. I don't need you. I'm not building any more of that bloody snow fucking thing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell you to piss off. So, I don't need you anymore. Knock down these bloody torches and my bit of obsidian. So anyway, yeah, oh, I put some glowstone inside that tree. That was world edited in, but that was just a matter of, I thought it looked cool. So, because if you go to nighttime, look at it, it's a glowing tree. It's awesome. I need to cover up a little bit of glowstone because it looks a bit dumb. But anyway, it's a glowing tree, so can't complain. So yeah, now the question is, what do I do now? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this igloo, make a proper house, because as I've gotten notified, I've got this big ass mob spawner here, and I've got like, I'm up to like episode 8 or something like that. I'm building a little bit of stuff, and I'm living in this claustrophobic little friggin' house. I mean, it's about time I move into something bigger. So, yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to build a new igloo. Oh, here's my tree farm. Fully decked out now. Timber mod on my server. That works great. It's not cheating either. It's a time saver as well. Look at it. Because if you watch my axe... Oh, that's not a very good example. It's a small tree. So I'll do this tree, which is a big one. Watch the axe. See how it went down in damage? So it actually does take into account how much damage you would get from doing that tree. So it's not cheating at all. It's just time saver. So I say if it's a time saver, that's fine. If it's like giving me an ability which I never had before, like cutting down the tree and it only uses like a tiny little bit of the axe, then that's cheating. So that's how my policy will work. This fucking snow house. I think that will be the exception to the /give rule, because there's no way in hell I'm sitting there with that bloody snowman sitting there with goddamn shovels going through making 1.5 million blocks, because it's going to take forever. But I can't make the thing out of wool, because it's the exact same issue. I've got to go around 1.5 million sheep building this thing. So, and I can't build it out of iron blocks. That's a huge amount of iron I'm using. So it has to be snow. And snow takes forever to collect from Mr. Snowdick. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing then, is building the igloo next. And as you remember, when I built the thing, I built it in a straight line. So he's fine. He's in a perfect position for the igloo. Except I might make the entrance go that way rather than that way, because it'd be a bit dumb to have the entrance with a big ass mob spawner in the way. And for the tree farm, yeah, that's going to get cut down, which isn't hard at all to do. I cut some trees down. Oh, that was tricky. And that's that problem out of the way, and I can just relocate it to wherever, or I can make it, oh, my apologies. Or I can make it a mirrored image of that, so I can make something which is exactly the same shape and exactly looks the same as that, and I can put it on the other side, except without the toilet seat. You're kidding me. You never loved me like you love him. Ah,